Welcome back. Today we're on Chapter 3, Quest 3 of OrcQuest. Today we're going to fight our first boss. Let's take a look. Let's read our quest text. The road to the capital passes through a village that seems abandoned. Trees lying down and scratch marks on the roofs of the buildings are ominous, but we have lost too much time to be able to circumvent this village. For our main objective, the sky is falling. Did the Cockatrix follow us? We might have to get rid of it, if we don't want it on our backs all the way to Castleray. Let's go clip her wings. Kill the Cockatrix, then reach the hero exit. To make the Cockatrix spawn, enter the bait zone A, and we'll see that in a second. Make a spawn zone the size of the bait zone and drop 5 dice in that area. Place the 5 presence tokens and reveal them. If the Cockatrix or a chicken lands on a hero, it inflicts 1 automatic damage, and push 2. When landing, the base of the Cockatrix cannot extend beyond the bait zone. And then for our secondary objective, the Survivor from Hell. A strange power is emanating from the rubble of one of the most ravaged houses in the village. If a peasant has survived the Cockatrix's onslaughts, he must be extremely powerful indeed. Kill Pagan the Survivor. This presence token represents Pagan the Survivor. The hero who deals the finishing blow gets the relic card Badass Totem. And here is Pagan the Survivor. He is a knight. He has 2 white and 1 gray melee attack, 3 gray defense. His reaction is a teleport 5. And for his abilities, he moves agile and he's hyper reactive. And we'll read about hyper reactive in a second. His activation is a black die, so very likelihood of getting an orange or red activation. He's worth 3 badass points, 1 loot, and he rewards the Badass Totem Relic card. Notice also his attacks with the blue Badass die reward Skewered to him, and he has 7 orange health, so he's pretty tough. The special rules for the round, and there's hyper reactive. This is what Pagan the Survivor has. The enemy makes a reaction after each attack it suffers, so he's going to be jumping around all over the place. Then we have makeshift barricades. The villagers have erected makeshift barricades in front of their doors by stacking up some of their furniture. Most of them were emptied in haste. For each broken furniture, roll a badass die. On a skull, draw a loot card without turning it into a resource. Otherwise, the furniture does not provide any resource or loot. And finally, let's look at the Cockatrix's special rules, and there's quite a bit. There's a whole page here dedicated to it. The Cockatrix is a ferocious beast that will not be so easily defeated. Wearing her down will be the best way to defeat her. Her components she has a boss sheet, 3 activation cards, and 9 reaction cards. The boss sheet shows the Cockatrix's profile. The activation roll indicates which activation card is being used. Activation cards are placed face up next to the boss sheet. Reaction cards form a draw pile, face down next to the boss sheet. The Cockatrix is activated twice per turn. The first time during the hero phase after the second hero activation, and the second time at the beginning of the enemy phase. So she gets to go twice as much as any other enemy. If there are 2 or less heroes in play, the Cockatrix only activates once at the beginning of the enemy phase. Roll a badass die for her activation roll. The result indicates which activation card to use. Refer to the corresponding card to perform the actions described. If the result relates to a destroyed activation card, the Cockatrix performs an assault with the movement points and basic attack as indicated on her sheet. Between each of her activations, the Cockatrix draws a reaction card after the first hero attack she suffers. If the reaction card drawn is associated with a destroyed activation card, the Cockatrix does nothing. So she has wings, a beak, and a tail activation cards. Damaging the Cockatrix. Attacks may be directed straight at the Cockatrix or any of her body parts represented by her action cards. The Cockatrix's basic defense is used regardless of which activation card is targeted. The damage dealt is placed on the boss sheet or on the activation card targeted by the attack. When the health points of an activation card reach 0, the card is flipped over and considered destroyed. Excess damage is lost. Special rule, Frenzy. As soon as an activation card is destroyed, any excess damage is lost, but the Cockatrix takes 3 automatic damage on her boss sheet. After taking the damage, the Cockatrix performs a free reaction. And then finally, the loot. The hero who deals the finishing blow gets the relic card Eye of Cockatrix. Quite a bit there. Then let's take a look at the map. You can see we're coming in at the south there. There are a bunch of rooms we could potentially go in. Off to the left-hand side, on the left lower side, you can see room marked with a B. That's where Pagan the Survivor is, and I think he spawns right off the bat because those are destroyed walls right there. Then it's just a big square area. You can see the center area where the Cockatrix will spawn, and we'll probably spend most of the match right there in the middle, just duking it out with her. Then finally, let's look at the reserve groups. For the main reserve, for the various village rooms, there's 8 peasants, 1 double peasant, 4 war dogs. The secondary reserves is the Cockatrix and the 4 chickens that spawn in that center spawn area. And then B is Pagan the Survivor, who will be spawning off in that left lower room. So that pretty much covers everything. Let's jump into it. Welcome back to OrcQuest. We are on Chapter 2, Quest 3. We're going to be encountering a boss today. And let me just back the camera up here because I've got it on the table. We're coming in from here. I probably did all this in the intro already. The Cockatrix, when we enter this area over here, I'm knocking doors over already, is going to come in over here somewhere. We've got him set aside here, ready to go. Really cool looking. And then we got to get out. And then there's all kinds of peasants and stuff that are barricading their entryways. So you can see there's beds and stuff, which I haven't fully painted yet. And crates and things like that, and a few things are still tokens until I get things printed. I did just get a new 3D printer though that can do multicolor, so I'm excited for that. There's also this guy over here, and I think this guy starts off spawning immediately because as we come in right down here, we are in line of sight of this guy, of this token. And this is considered a destroyed wall. I don't believe this stops line of sight, so this guy should spawn immediately. So I think we're gonna have to come in and immediately beeline it to this guy and battle this guy. This is a named enemy, and then once we defeat him, hopefully he doesn't teleport over into the Cockatrix spawn area, or inside of one of these other rooms here where I end up spawning more people as I'm trying to kill him, because he teleports around, this guy does. So we'll see what happens though. So let me get the camera situated. So, and I think for today's match, I'm not going to cut away to a different camera for the dice rolls. I'll just put a tray right here on the table and just roll it right here, and we'll see what the outcomes are. Same with the spawn area. I'm just running out of table space here, and I've got enough badass points to buy more cards and do more upgrades for the orcs. And I just, man, it's so much. I do have the transparency area over here though, so I will be putting cards and stuff like that over in that area so that you can see things clearly on the screen. But other than that, I think I'll just keep the camera pretty much where it's at, and then just move it around as I need to. So, okay, without further ado, you know we're getting one of these. And also, I'll just show off again real quick the badass coaster. This is something I printed on my new printer that does the multicolor. So we got that sort of green color that you see in the rule book and on the in the quest books, and then just some black. And then I carved out the badass logo symbol there. So that's pretty cool. So that'll be my drink coaster here going forward as I play OrcQuest. So I'm looking forward to having more of these furnitures done. But with all that said, I say let's shut our mouths and let's go in. Let's start fighting stuff. I am excited for this boss fight. So who should go in first is the question. I'm thinking Thala. Thala goes in first, is immediately in line of sight of this guy, and then we can attack him right away. So I think that might be a good thing to do. So we're going to have Thala. You know, I could have her do her hit and run. The thing is, here's a rules question. The second we do hit and run, you have to move and then attack. Well, there's nothing to attack yet, but do I have to resolve it all at once, or can I move, resolve any things that spawn, and then attack those things? You know what I mean? I think I'm going to do the move and spawn and then do the attack. Might be cheesy, but you know what? It ain't easy being cheesy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now she has a range with her hit and run of, well, with her crossbow, level 3 too, up to 9. So I think she can shoot this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that's perfect. Now this guy is a knight. I think we're going to spawn him right away. And pardon my arms, getting in the way there. But immediately we could see we've got a knight on the table here. And so we got to deal with this guy. I'm just moving my drinks and stuff out of the way. Okay. So, and then we're going to immediately do an attack. So Thala's got a black and a white. And the character, Pagan the Survivor, is going to get 3 gray defense. And he's hyper-reactive, which means he makes a reaction every time he's attacked, not only once. So this guy is going to be jumping all over the board here. Hopefully not too much. So let's grab our dice. White and a gray, black, excuse me. And he's getting his 3 gray defenses. Ooh, yeah, a red hit immediately. Now this does get blocked, the orange, and this goes to nothing. But we get a red hit right away. Excellent. But he is going to react. And the way he reacts is he teleports up to 5. So what we got to do is create a grid space here that is big enough for him to go in any direction where the grid is. He is in the middle. So if he teleports 5, I have to create a 10 by 10 grid. And where his thing is in the center. And then I'll drop 1 die down into the tray. And wherever that is, that's where he'll teleport to. Which is kind of wild to think about, but that's a huge reaction. Also, he's agile, so he can move. Diagonally. So let me set up the tray for 10 by 10. Actually, since it's not a 10 by 10 area this way, because he's too close to the edge of the board, he's only got 1, 2, 3 going this way, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we're going to do an 8 by 8 grid because he can only go 3 this way. Or he'd go off the edge of the board, and then he'll have the 5 going this way. And then we'll just, you'll see. All right, so we've got our full 8 by 8 grid space here. And this gets a little bouncy, but we'll see what happens. So he is technically 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's technically here right now, and so we're going to see where he moves to. Okay, that didn't work. That didn't work either. Oh boy, that's not good. So he's moving. He was 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's moving up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. I guess maybe I didn't have him over far enough. This should have been over 1 more. All right. I changed the grid a little bit. I realized I didn't have it far enough because he should be able to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away at minimum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he's here now. 1, 2, 3. He can only go 3 that way. So he's here, and we're gonna find out where he goes. Oh, good. He goes back to this corner. So he's disappears and jumps right over to this corner. Okay, good. That's good. Why did I move Thala? Why did I do that? I have no idea. 1, 2, 3, 4. She was here and she had 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Okay. So she was here, and that was her first shot. Here's a question. Maybe we'll do a brutality. Spend a badass point and do a brutality on this guy and try and really take him down fast. I think that might be worth doing. Especially with the red die, or with the black die. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to spend a badass point. We were at 10. We're down to 9. We're going to grab our dice tray. He moved a little now, so he's out of my way. And let's see what we get. Darn. Well, this can still go to red. So it is another hit. Another 2 points of damage. I was hoping for at least 1 more hit off the white die, but no such luck. That's okay. 2 more hits. But he will react again, too. So let's make sure we get the token on him. So he's up to 4 points of damage. He only has 3 left. Yeah, but he will react immediately again. So let's get that back on the table here. Now he's back in the corner. So I guess technically we need to move this around. So now we've recreated this grid. He can move up to 5 in any direction. So this should work out just fine. And that is right here. So he just jumps a couple spaces up right there. And that is the end of Thala's turn. We will go ahead and do an event for her. And I've got the event cards right here. Oh, this is good. Until the end of the hero phase, 2 actions only cost 1 action. Perfect. I'm going to leave that on the screen here. And that's good. That means we can move further, hopefully, and get... Darn, man. I wonder if Mandar could move far enough to really hit him with the brutality. Who can hit the hardest? Really, it's Mech. If I could get Mech over there. Although I don't know if I have enough movement to get him there. He can do a double action move. That's going to get him 10. So if we go in at an angle here, move the camera down slightly. If I come in at an angle, actually the starting spot is here. What am I doing? He's technically starting here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Still can't quite get there, but he can then do a hit and run. So he could get up and hit the guy again. Unfortunately, he can't use his combat, though. He can only do it using a hit and run. And I think because this guy teleported this direction, going this way, we'll orient him facing away as well. I'm thinking what I should do is maybe I'll just move Oris out here somewhere and kind of intercept this guy. You know, depending on where he teleports to. Actually, Oris should go last. That way he can give his passive refresh to another character. That might be better. So maybe we'll just have Mandar go. I'm going to leave this over here, but yeah. I think we'll have Mandar, because he's got pretty good range. It's only 6. He won't get far enough. His movement is... Oh, his movement is 9, actually. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we could do a brutality attack on the guy. Let's do that. We're going to have Mandar move his 9. Then we're going to have him do his regular combat ability, but with a brutality. So he's going to get a gray and a white against 3 gray. But we will be able to turn the results up by 1. So hopefully we get a orange on the gray, and then we can hit him with another brutality attack. So let's see what happens here. I'll put this on the screen so you can see. It's Mandar's standard. Darn it. Well, actually, oh, we can't turn this one up. Oh, so that is a nothing. And dude is going to teleport again. So I think we just need to move this tray over 2 more this way. So we got the tray. I moved this wall over 2 more this way since he's 2 off the wall down here. And that should allow him to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 4, 5. So we'll see where he moves. Darn it, he really moved. So if he's 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 over. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move there. He's cruising, man. Does not want to get touched. But we're going to try and sneak Mech in there. He can move 10. So we're going to have him move his 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Darn, he's 1 away. He's so close. But he can still do a hit and run, which lets him move and attack. And he can move 4, so we can attack him from behind. Oh no, we can't because he's facing that. Actually, he should be facing this way or this way. Which way does he go when he teleports? Don't know. Looking at the rules. Yeah, so he It doesn't say which way he faces, though. So it's like, can I face him this way? Why not? Let's say he teleported this way, right? Screw it. I'm doing it. We're going to do a hit and run with mech. So that's a move 4 and then attack. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, and of course attack from behind because that's what mech do. Mech attacks with 2 gray and 2 white and a green badass. And we're still going against 3 gray. Now mech's backstab ability lets him inflict piercing from behind, which lets him reduce the shield down 1 color. And if he gets the explosion symbol on the badass, he gets the cruelty, which is an automatic additional red attack, red result. Darn, this is not good at all. So we can bring that one down. We still got nothing but yellow swords. Man, that's a bummer. Got nothing. Like a lot of it. And the guy's going to teleport again. So for this one, I actually had to take one of the bars out because he's got the full range this way, but not this way because he's up against the edge of the board over here. So this guy might move really far. Oh, man. Back here. Okay. Oops. And that was Mech's 2 moves, so we'll do his event. The hero moves 2 squares ahead, alert level +1 if he hits an obstacle, which he did not. So he's good. Okay, and now we'll do Oris last, and we just do that last because he has those passives that let him refresh and give somebody else an action. So it's beneficial to let him go fast, or to go last, excuse me. All right, so Oris will move his 9. We'll come over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, Oris's innate ability is he can shove other characters out of the way if he's going to end his turn on him. So we're going to do that. And then we can do a charge. We'll do a charge. So we get to move up to 4 and then do an attack. So that's cool. So, rah! He moves in. He's going to attack with a gray and a white, and he has an accuracy of 1, so he can reroll 1 die, attack die. Wish I could get this a little closer. Everyone's getting in the way here. Oof, that's not cool. Let's hope for a red on this one. We're going to use the accuracy. Darn. So that was all canceled out. So this guy is still alive. He is going to teleport again. All right, let's find out where he goes now. This guy's all over the place, man. Oh, right back where Mech is. Or no, just a little bit behind Mech. That's fine, because what we'll do is we'll use Oris to reactivate Mech and go for this guy again. Oh, what a pain. Okay, so we're going to refresh a card for Mech, which I think will just be his move card. Yeah. Or should we do another hit and run? I'd really rather just do combat so I can do brutality. So we'll refresh Mech's move and use it. That'll let him get back behind this guy. Then single action points, which Oris is granting 1. Single action points attack our abilities still only cost 1 this round, so we'll just use a regular combat, right? So we get an attack plus brutality. 2 white, 2 gray attack against 3 gray. Oh, and Mech's badass die. Of course. And he's behind, so he's going to inflict piercing. I'm really screwing up these doors. And hopefully we'll get maybe a badass or the bonus from the enchant. Okay, that was brutality, so we're going to shift this up for 1 for sure. So we got a red. Did not get our badass or our enchant ability. And unfortunately, he's got 3 orange shields, so even if I were to downgrade 1, he's still going to block. That is 2 more points of damage, though. That puts him up to 6. So let's reorient his tokens. He's got a 5 and a 1 on him now. And he is going to teleport again. And then he's going to activate, so we might have to fight him this time. Okay. This is by far the most most annoying boss I've ever fought. Let's see where he goes. Holy moly. So he is 2, 3, 4, 5 all the way over. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 this way. Yep. He ends here right next to Mandar. Wow. This guy's crazy. He's a pain. He's seriously everywhere. That is the end of Oris's activation. So we'll do his thing, his event. 2 adjacent heroes, each rolls blah, blah, blah. Nobody's adjacent, so we're good. And this now no longer applies. That was Thala's. And that is end of hero phase. Wow. Okay. Let's go ahead and activate this guy. And he activates with a black attack die. This is the first character I've seen that activates with a black attack, I'm pretty sure. So, all 3 are assault versions, so he's coming for somebody. What's his movement? 4. He might go for Mandar. Well, he's going for lowest health. He actually might go for Oris. Because Oris is within his range and has the lowest number of health. Anyway. Activation. Ooh, a red attack. Dang. Okay, so he's going to assault. And then on a skull, he gets skewered. Oh, he assaults twice. Oh, no. Wow. Okay, so he actually assaults twice on a red sword. That's terrible. I'm pretty sure maybe he just attacks Mandar. Actually, yeah, he's going to attack Mandar because he can do it without moving. So, he's going to attack with 2 white and a gray against Mandar's 3 white. I'm thinking we need to upgrade Mandar, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Okay, alright, not too bad. Canceled most of the stuff. We did take an orange hit, though, which for Mandar is 2 points of damage. That could have been worse. Oh, I forget. He goes again. He assaults twice. Ugh, that's terrible. We got to take him down this next round here. Hopefully this isn't bad. Oh, yeah. There we go. Let's see. Blocked, blocked, blocked. Mandar is ducking and weaving. Awesome. So that's good. I mean, that could have been worse. Also, this guy with the red attack gets skewered. So that means if he hit Mandar, he would also skewer through and hit people behind him, which thankfully everyone's all spread out because this guy's teleporting all over the place. Now, there is no patrol in this quest, so I'm not sure the point of the alert tracker in this one, unless it's just to, again, limit the number of rounds you can be here. But I will, because we do have an alert enemy, I will slide the alert tracker up to 2, and then we'll reset cards and start the next round. Oh yeah, also because there's no patrol path, I don't think I need to draw for a patrol. It doesn't specifically call that out in the quest notes, but it would make sense to me. And we'll zoom in a little here. That would make sense to me. I mean, there we go. We'll change our perspective a little bit. That would make sense to me that we don't draw for a patrol. There is no patrol, as far as I can tell, in this scenario. Anyway, what should we do? We need to do our strongest attacks, really. This guy is named, so I don't think I can use projection on him. So I can't use like Mandar's, projection or Oris's projection. Yeah, it has to be an unnamed character. This guy's named. Because I want to just slam this guy into the walls and kill him. But, oh well. What we can do... I mean, Oris could charge attack, but he's going to immediately jump away, so I might not get a second attack on him. That's always the problem. So let's do brutality with Mandar. So we'll do his standard combat. which is this bad boy right here, which will give us the attack plus brutality. Hate to do it, but, you know, it's better than him jumping away and then I can't attack at all. So white and a gray against the 3 gray. Thankfully everyone's spaced out where I have a spot to put this. Okay, we will definitely shift the red up, or I'm sorry, the orange up to red. So it'll be 2 more points of damage on the guy. That kills him. So Pokken the Survivor has died finally. Good lord. Get him out of here. Get him out. All right, big props to Mandar for the kill. We're going to get 3 badass points. So that takes us up to 12. And Mandar will get a loot, and he gets a relic. So we'll have to remember to grab that relic here in a little bit. Where's our loot cards? I forgot to get them. I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I got my loot. We're getting a potion of You So Mad. You So Mad. And remember, he's going to get that relic too, so that's cool. Alright, we got to do Mandar's event though. Plus 2 badass points. I'll take it. We're up to 14. Cool. Question is, should we get the Cockatrix down now? I'm kind of thinking we should. I'm thinking we're just going to move this way, get the boss. Let's start fighting the boss. And then after the fact, I'll, run around the village and maybe kill people and take their stuff. But for now, I'm thinking we're just going to go over there and get him spawned, and he spawns when we go into this field over here. It's the bait area, it's called. All right, so I guess we'll just do double action point moves for everybody else. Dala, you're gonna move. What does she move? 10. Let's just get. Maybe we'll have her hanging back a little bit so she's not so close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, that bait area extends down pretty far, so the Cockatrix could spawn anywhere in this area. We'll have her duck back here, just to be safe. We don't want to be stupid. I have no idea how this boss battle is going to play out. Her event is Mech draws a loot card if he's adjacent to an unnamed character, which he is not. Okay. Aura's double action point move gives him a 9er. Let's get these tokens off the screen. Don't need these anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Darn. I'd have liked to have gotten closer. We'll do his event. Thala performs an attack on an enemy in line of fire and adjacent to a hero. Unfortunately, there isn't one. And who has not gone? Mech has not gone. He's going to go his full 10. And we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How about that? Now he's technically invisible, so we got to keep that in mind. I think that means maybe the Cockatrix can't attack him. Event. Nothing happens, and I'm fine with that. That's the end of hero phase. So I'll reset everybody's cards here. No alert enemies on the board, so we don't have to worry about that. I guess let's get Mandar up here in that area. We might have another round of just positioning here. Or we could move like Thala or somebody in and then move Mandar up and attack. That way we're not like cheesing another round. Kind of want to get Oris closer, though. I mean, we could do whatever we want. Nothing else is going to happen on the board. There's no patrol or anything to deal with. Let's just do that. We'll move Oris up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's right on the edge of the spawn zone. Draw a card for event. Nothing happens. Mech will stay put. But we got to do events. Nothing. Mandar, let's get his. He moves 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good enough. We'll do his event. We are prepping for a boss battle here, folks. An unnamed enemy in Mandar's line of sight suffers polymorph. No unnamed enemies. And finally, who's going to go mech? Yeah, but he's not going to move. Or should he move up one? I mean, he could move up one. Sure. Why not? Okay. Oops. I'm twisting it all around here. All right. This is the positioning. This is the area where this the Cockatrix will spawn, along with some chickens, too. So we can use the chickens to heal up. Oh, we got to do... Did I not do Mech's event? Only 11 cards in the discard, so yeah, we need one more. And it's a nothing. I'm cool with that. Okay. Question is, who's going in? Shall we just make it Horus? Who's going in, and why is it Horus? So we'll have him do his standard move, which gives him 6 movement. Because we want that second action. So we're going to step forward. All right, and let's do our spawn area, which is a 5x7 area. All right, we got our spawn area. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we need 5 tokens for our spawn area, and we're going to give it the drop. So that's where everything goes, from the secondary reserve. Okay, so we got our tokens in place. Let's get our spawn area out of the way. And get our tiles put back together. And let's give it the flip. Chicken. 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 Oh no. There's the Cockatrix right there. And he's facing this way. So we'll take that token out. And in this dude comes. Look at that. He's a big boy. Oh man. That is so cool. Alright. I think, well, Horus only moved 1. He's got a total of 6. 1, 2, or I'm sorry. He moved in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's get in there, man. Let's start fighting. Should I spend a badass point for a brutality? Or should I save that for like someone like Mech who can hit harder? Or Thala. Thala can hit harder too. Let's save it for Thala. So we'll do a standard attack with Horus. He gets a 1 white and a 1 gray. And the Cockatrix gets 2 gray. Now this is where things get interesting because the Cockatrix technically has 3 different body parts that we could attack before we attack him. So this is going to take a long time. So I'll show you the 3 cards. These are the 3 activation cards that the Cockatrix has. Here's the first one. This is his wings. And so, depending on what activation he has, he'll use one of these cards. In this case, if he rolls a skull on his activation, or her activation, she'll do this attack, which is this melee 1 area attack, plus a push 2, plus a brutality if there's, 2 people hit. But the wings have 10 orange health. If I kill the 10 orange health, she loses this ability. We'll flip it over. She loses flight and takes 3 damage on her main character card or enemy card. So the act of killing her wings also helps kill her main body, which has 12 red hit points. So that might be easier to do this than to try to kill her directly. So that's one of the activations. The next one is the lightning bolt, which is her beak, range 1 to 5, petrified, cruelty. I mean, wow. That is a lot. It's a lot of stuff going on there. And look at the movements too. But 10 orange health, if we kill it, again, we'll deal 3 damage, and she can no longer activate with this. Next up, the last thing she has is her tail. Melee 2 in her rear arc. It's on the explosion symbol when she activates. Again, 10 orange health. melee 2 in her rear arc, range +1, and adding in a stun to there as well. And I'll have to read that real quick to understand those symbols. I've got to refresh on that. Now, and then before I do that, though, I also want to point out she's got this deck of, I'll put it on this camera, she's got this deck of 9 reaction cards. So whenever she reacts to an attack, we're going to draw a random card off of this deck, and this has been shuffled up as well. First 2 heroes go, and then once after the second 2 heroes go. So that's pretty brutal. And then I was just reading up on the boss cards again, just so I had a refresher because I didn't know what these little A's meant. This means like when one of her 3 activation cards is destroyed, this card now gains this benefit. If 2 other activation cards are destroyed, she also gains this benefit. So as you destroy the other parts of her body, this one becomes stronger. So not sure how we're gonna do that. Okay, so I think we're gonna go ahead and go with Horus, man. Let's get in there. Let's get spicy with it. We're gonna roll his activation, or roll his combat, and hope for the best, man. This is gonna get wild. Ooh. No, he does get a reroll, but do we care? No, not really. So we can choose where we want to put these damages. These 2 I can't really put on her because she has red health, but I can put it on one of the body parts. So do we want wings, beak, or tail? You know, which one is worse? I don't know. Let's go ahead and I'll just say let's put it on her wings. So that'll be 2 damage on her wings. And just so you can see what I'm doing here, I've got these cards, and I'm just dropping damage directly on the activation cards. Here is her card here, so you can see what I'm referencing. Okay. Wow. That's it for Horus. We're gonna do his event. -2 badass points if the hero did not make an attack during his activation. Well, he did. So screw him. Should mech go in from behind? Oh, she also draws a reaction card in between each time she activates. She hasn't activated yet, so I guess she should react to Horus. So she gains toughness until her next activation. After the first hero attack, she suffers. Okay, so she has gained toughness now as her reaction as a result of her wings, which, if I destroyed her wings, this reaction would count for nothing. So she's going to get toughness, which I think means she can shift a die up 1. Yeah, she can shift a defense die up 1 until her next activation, which is going to be after mech here. So the question is, do we do 2 attacks with mech, or do we use get behind her, then use a badass point to do an attack brutality from behind her? I think I want to do that. So I'm going to get mech behind her and spend a badass point. So we're down to 13. So he gets 2 gray and 2 white against her 2 gray. So we also get the, hopefully we'll get the cruelty from the enchant, and we get piercing as well, which cancels out her toughness, actually, because we're backstabbing. Oh my god, nothing. Oh, we did get the cruelty, though. Cool, so that's a red hit. She didn't even defend, but we got all this yellow. Oh, we did the brutality, though, so we can shift up 1. Okay, so that's another orange hit. Should we put it on the wings, maybe? It's probably not a bad idea. So her wings have 3 points of damage on them now. But unfortunately, that was the second hero. So she now gets an activation. She activates with the blue badass. So unfortunately, she gets to now activate. Oh, wait, she would have gotten a toughness, right? Oh, it wouldn't have mattered. Yeah. Okay, she's going to activate. She gets a skull, which means the wings are going to activate. So she's going to do a melee 1. And she's going to do it... She would have to do it on Horus, because he has less health than mech. Melee 1, and it's an area attack. I wonder if she... Oh, she hits her mech and Horus. But she won't get the push or the brutality yet. So melee 1 area. So she can hit everyone around her. So I think she's going to do that, because she doesn't need to move. So she's just going to attack Horus and mech at the same time. Terrible. Terrible. With 2 gray. So we'll do Horus first, because he's in front. And he gets 1 gray defense. Dang. So he's going to get hit. He gets hit for 1 body point. And now let's do mech, who defends with just 1 white. Oh, no. Well, that sucks. I'm thinking we might use a badass point to have mech's dodge, let him dodge that attack. Let's do that. We're going to spend a badass point. That's going to drop us down to 12. And mech is dodging over to the side there. He's looking out for those wings. Okay, so that was 2 attacks. This is cool. This is really fun, actually. Does Dala have to move? She doesn't have to move. She can attack brutality right from where she's at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And her range is 9 with her level 3 crossbow. That's cool. So she can do an attack plus her brutality, which she is going to do. So that's a black and a white versus the 2 gray. We need some serious damage here. So Dala taking a hard shot at the Cockatrix here. Oops. Wow, I totally did not show that roll. Well, we got a red, and I could shift this up to an orange. So do we want to put... Well, the orange we have to put on her something. Beak, wings, whatever. We'll put it on her wings. That might be the first thing we destroy. Now we have a red. The question is, do we put the red on there too, or do we put it directly on her? Because she has red health, and we've cut through it. I'm thinking maybe any red results we get, we should just throw directly on her. So I'm going to put that on her character sheet, and her wings have 4, and the beak and tail have nothing. Okay, now, because it's the first hero attack after her activation, she gets another reaction. So we're going to go ahead and draw a card off the deck for that. And she gets Viscous Spit. Range 1 to 5. And Entangled 1. I think that means she's attacking back at Thala, but Thala's out of range here. So I think we're good with the reaction card. I don't think she can get us. Cool. This is so fun. I'm going to get some of this. Oh, God. Badass would love that. Now, Mandar, what can he do? He's got a range of 6. He needs a couple of heals. He could eat a chicken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he needs to move up 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember, magic is not blocked by line of sight, only by line of fire. And in this column, Thala had straight line of fire, but here Mandar does not, but he doesn't need it because he does magic. So he's going to attack with a gray and a white against 2 gray. And let's hope we get another hit. And she does not react again this time because she already did it after her activation. Another orange hit. Sweet. Okay, I think we're gonna put that on her wings. So her wings are up to 5, halfway dead. Oh, I haven't been doing events. Oh wow, I haven't done any events this whole round. Holy moly, I missed 3 events. So who went first? Horus went first, then Mech. Let's get his. Hero can restore a skill card. Well, that probably should have done that, and I don't know why I went with Horus first, because that screws up the... I forgot to do his passive. That's terrible. Okay. This is what I get for going out of order. Then it was Thala, nothing happens. Then it was Mandar. The hero gains an additional action point. Hey, does he have anything he can do? He used his combat, he used his move. He could use projection to throw a piece of furniture at the Cockatrix. Oh, we can't damage people with projection. We can only and we can't throw named characters, so that's not gonna work. Darn it! I was hoping I could throw some furniture into her, so that won't work. What else could we do with Mandar? We already spent one badass point for giving mech brutality, so if I want to let Mandar try to do something else, nah, he's got nothing he can do. I guess we're gonna call that a loss, which is unfortunate. Okay, Cockatrix is going to activate again. Let's see what she do. Another skull. That is, of course, the wings. So I think she's going to do the same thing she did before. So that is the wings. She's doing a melee one, which basically is an area of attack all the way around her, which is going to hit mech. It's going to hit Horus, as you can see right there. Okay, well, let's have her do that. That's 2 gray attack against, we'll start with Horus. He defends with 1 gray. Ooh, nice. Blocks it. Perfect. Now we'll do mech. 2 gray attack against mechs. 1 white defense. Boo. Hey, look at that. That's good. And then, but he does take a damage though. He does only have yellow health, so he's he's taking a point of damage. That's okay. He's in good shape. So that is the Cockatrix's activation, and we'll bump up the alert level by 1. And that's it for that round. I think we're gonna refresh and start over. So wow. Pretty good round on the Cockatrix. Man, yeah, this is going to be a long battle. All right. This is cool, though. I wish it would move around a little bit more. I guess maybe it could. What would cause her to move? All right. Okay. So let's get the heroes going. Horus? Should Horus brutality? Attack plus brutality? It's probably a good idea. Or green and white. With the brutality and accuracy 1. Well, that's a brutality. That cancels, though. Oh, we get a reroll, though. Oh, it won't matter. This is still going to cancel it regardless. This cannot go above that, and I wouldn't want to risk getting rid of our other one. So that's another red hit. I say we put it on the Cockatrix's board directly. So that'd be another point of damage against her directly. Okay, so she's at 10 health. And she gets a reaction right away. Since it's the first activation after attack on her after her activation. Range 1 to 5, Viscous Spit. And she will be able to do that on Horus. 2 gray against his gray. Oof. Oh, man. That's not good. So he's getting, he's taking 2 more points of damage, and he's entangled. He can't move. He's up to 3. He's in good shape, though. He had 8 total, so he's still got 5. Now he can't move. Do we have an entangled token somewhere? He's got the entangled token there, so he can't move. We will do Horus's event. Nothing happens. Good. At this rate, though, I wonder, is there anything that makes the Cockatrix actually move? Like, she's kind of there, and she doesn't need to move to attack people. I don't know. Unless her, maybe one of her reactions allows her to move. Okay. So we'll go with mech, I believe. Hit and run, maybe, and then as part of her reaction, does she turn? Yeah, I don't know. There's nothing that says she turns. Just that you, for bosses, you just draw a reaction card. Do you also turn the boss in the same direction? I don't know. Hard to say. We're going to do hit and run with mech. So he's going to move one and attack from behind. Maybe she should turn. That might make more sense. And also draw, well, she wouldn't draw a reaction card this time. She already did a card. Yeah, she's probably not going to turn. Confusing myself. 2 white, 2 gray, and a badass against 2 gray. Mech is our resident glass cannon. Come on, let's get a good hit here. 3 orange. Oh my god. Now, that was from behind, so we inflict piercing, which reduces a shield. So we get 3 more orange hits. And that was his first attack. That was great. That puts her wings down to 2 body points left. And she doesn't react because she already reacted after Oris went. So let's, that was his first attack. Let's attack again. And I'm thinking, let's spend a badass point. It brings us down to 11. That's going to let us attack again and shift a color up. I think that would be worth it. Oh, man. Well, he's behind, though, still. So it's piercing. And we spent the badass point, so we can shift 1 up. So that's something, at least. Oh, man. That was way less cool than I thought it was going to be. Her wings are down to 1 body point left. So we're about to deal 3 additional damage directly to her. Okay, that's fine. Oh, I forgot Oris's event. Dude. All heroes in line of sight of you lose an action point. Oh, man. That means I couldn't do the second attack with the brutality. So, okay. Well, she's still at 8 body points on her wings then. Darn it. This is what happens when you screw up the events. Oh, but Oris can grant one. Oh, but only on his activation. Why'd I go first with Oris again? I keep screwing that up. Let's do mech. Do his event. He inflicts automatic damage on an adjacent hero. He's not adjacent, so we're fine. Thala, we're going to do our attack plus brutality. She's shooting all the way down here. And again, I think that range is really helping her because after this attack, the Cockatrix will get another reaction card. So we're going to attack with a black and a white versus 2 gray. Really need to get an enchant on Thala's bow, and then she could really hit hard. Okay, this is attack plus brutality. Oof. Orange, but that's canceled. We did get a red hit, though. Should we put that directly on her again? I'm thinking yes. That's going to be worth it. So the Cockatrix itself already has 3 points of damage. And yeah, okay. But she does get a reaction, so let's see what that is. That might change things here. Oh, no. Look at that. Squeal. Each hero up to range 5 rolls the blue badass. Oh, man. So up to 5. 1. Where's she right here? 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, Mandar's out of range. Thala's out of range, but we'll do Oris and... Mandar's out of range, Thala's out of range, but Oris and Mech are definitely getting hit with this squeal attack, which is coming from her beak. So let's go ahead. And roll for Oris. So he just takes an automatic damage. Darn, man. We might need to heal him soon. He's down to half health, and we'll do Mech. At least he only took damage, though, instead of getting stunned. Same with Mac. He takes 1 automatic damage as well. Putting him up to 2 body points lost. Okay. That sucked. And we need to do Thala's event. Alert level +1. Okay, we're up to 4. And we're going to do Mandar's attack. Again, attack brutality. And we got to remember after this Oris's activation, we'll get rid of the token, the entangled token. So Mandar is going to do his attack plus brutality, which is a gray and a white against the 2 gray. Nothing. Oh, well, we had a brutality, but it's not going to matter. It's just going to cancel. That's a bummer. So we had nothing on that. And I believe the Cockatrix will get a... Oh, it does not get a reaction on that one. Okay. Wow. That sucked. We'll do Mandar's event real quick here. Nothing happens. Let's end a hero phase. Let's activate the Cockatrix. And what's gonna happen? It's a skull. So it's her wings. So the skull is the most common roll on the badass die. That's why I'm attacking her wings, because that is the skull roll. So if she keeps activating with this, instead of doing the wings effect, she'll instead just do her standard attack, which is just a melee 2 white and gray. So it's a little bit weaker. So she'll end up losing these activations. I think it'll be better. So melee 1, range. You know, is she going to fly? Maybe she's going to fly. Would it be fun to have her move around? Or she can just attack and hit 2 people right where she's at. So why not do that? Yeah. It would make most sense for her to just stay right where she's at, because she can hit the most people with her wings, which again is 2 gray on whoever is near her, or within, melee 1, which is Oris and Mech. So 2 gray and 1 gray defense for Oris. Nothing. Bounces right off his skin. Perfect. We'll do Mech. He's just got the one white. Oof. Oh, wow. That's bad. We're going to spend another badass point and do a dodge. We're down to 10. We spent a badass point. Mech's dodging again. Where do we jump over here? Does it matter? As long as we move. Yeah, we can move 1 square and we had avoid the danger zone. So he's just going to jump up on the barrel here. And that way we don't have to spend one of our actions to move back in range of the Cockatrix. We can just straight up attack it. I like that better. But Mech... Oh, so Mech avoids all that damage. So thankfully he's got that ability. That could have been a lot of damage against him. And I'm fine with spending the badass points. That was the Cockatrix's attack. Activation, sorry. So we're going to, end of the round, we're going to slide the badass, or the alert tracker up 1, or up to 5. We're still in the yellow, though. We got plenty of time. And let's clean up the events. And let's get back to it. I'm thinking let's activate in a different order so we can take advantage of Thala, or Oris's granting additional attacks. Not sure what the heck I'm thinking there. I'm thinking for Thala, instead of an attack brutality, maybe I just do a standard one. Then I try to do a hit and run, and then I would have a combo 1 for free. That could be our first ever combo. So we're just going to do a standard attack, not the brutality, and hope we land some damage on the Cockatrix. And then hope we, if not, we'll do a hit and run, or her secondary combat. I'm trying to get some combos in here. Dala going for it. Yeah, that's a hit. That's canceled, but that's not canceled. So that's 1 hit, and I think we're going to put it on her wings. Definitely putting it on her wings. Cool. Now we're going to do a hit and run, or we could do her second combat. Oh, we got to do the reaction first. Sorry. Cockatrix's reaction. Each hero squeal. Each hero in range 5 rolls the black die, or I'm sorry, blue badass die, and then suffers the various effects. So let's do, excuse me, Oris. He takes a damage. He's up to 5. Mech. Lightning bolt. What does that do? Oh, he's stunned. He takes a damage and he's stunned. Okay, so we'll put a token on Mech. He's going to miss his turn. That sucks. Bummer reaction. Okay. That's Cockatrix's reaction for the round. Thala can still go, though. She's going to do another combat. Ooh, yeah. Look at that. Another hit, which is enough to kill the Cockatrix's wings. We've got 10 points of damage on there. So, oops. With that in mind, we've dealt 10 total damage to this. We flip this over. She no longer has flight, and she takes 3 more damage on her sheet. And now, anytime she activates with the skull, she just does a standard attack instead of the wings ability. So she's halfway dead right now. Now, also, because we did 2 attacks on the Cockatrix, and they were both combo 1 attacks. Or we dealt both attacks. How do I say this? We did 2 attacks in which we dealt damage in a row. Now we get a combo 1 for free. So she gets another attack for free because of her combos. And that's why I was trying to get combo related cards so that I could get these free attacks. Oof, darn, we got nothing on that one. That sucks. And that would have had to have been her hit and run, so I'm going to move her up 1 because she had to move as part of that. Darn, we didn't get anything there. I was hoping to get another free hit. Okay. That's it for Thala. We will do her event. Enemies who are not adjacent to a hero turn towards Thala. Well, the Cockatrix has already turned towards her. Okay. Mech, I think he's stunned. He's going to straight up lose his activation this whole round. Maybe he just loses 1 action? Yeah. So he gets to do nothing this whole round. We'll just do his event, though, and that'll get rid of his stunned, I think. Because it says until the end of his next activation. So nothing. Which I'm assuming is now. He's activating now. This is the end of his next activation, right? No longer stunned, but he's done. We could have Mandar do hit. Well, the Cockatrix is gonna react. We really need to heal Horus. Maybe I'll have Mandar heal Horus. Spend a badass point. Heal him for 2. Oh, it costs 2 badass points. Dang. We're blowing through our badass points. But it costs 1 action. We're gonna do that. That's gonna be his first ability, and we're gonna take a couple damage off of Horus. Just getting a little nervous with that. And then the second thing we'll have him do is his combat. Yeah. That's costing us a lot, isn't it? Darn. Okay, so that's a gray and a white versus 2 gray. And the Cockatrix will get to react this time. And that's why I wanted to heal Horus. Because basically the Cockatrix is going every 2 heroes right now. Oh, man. Oh, we have a brutality, though. Oh, it won't matter, though. We could do this. Okay, so we got 1 orange hit through. So I guess we'll put that on either the beak or the tail, which is the second most likely thing to activate. I think it's the lightning bolt. So let's put it on the tail. Or I'm sorry, on the beak. A point of damage. I mean, that's something. That's better than nothing. And now the Cockatrix will react. Strategic retreat. Flies away. Now she can't fly. So that means she does nothing for her reaction. Strategic. The Cockatrix flies away to get as far away from the heroes as she can. Then range 2 to 7 attack. This is how she would have ended up moving and stuff. But we already destroyed her wings, so she can't do that. That's cool. So she does nothing for her reaction. And then finally we'll have Horus go. And he's right there, right in her face. He can't move because he's already stunned, but she won't react to him this time. Oh, we got to do Mandar's event. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting. Bazaar. Mandar needs to roll a badass die to see if he loses something out of his inventory. And he does not. We would have had to have rolled the explosion symbol. Okay. And who's left? Just Oris, I do believe. All right. Oris obviously is going to do a 2 action point, attack. Or I'm sorry, an attack plus a brutality is what he's going to do. Should we do like 2 regular attacks? What's worth more? Tell you what, let's try 2 regular attacks. We're going to do a combat and then we'll do a charge. Here's a question for you for as far as rules go. The Cockatrix, it has, it takes up multiple squares, so it has 2 squares in front of it that are a part of its danger zone. If Oris slides from one danger zone square to the other, does he take automatic damage from that? You know what? I can't do that anyway because he can't move because he's entangled. So I can't do a charge anyway. So we'll do the attack plus brutality. He gets an accuracy, so that's something. Not having mech attack this round sucked. So we got that. We could re-roll this for accuracy. Darn. We can only shift it up to that, which doesn't get us anything. We get another red hit, though. And I think we're going to put another one on her. She's up to... What is she up to? 7 out of 12. She has 5 hit points left. Which is cool. Now, she does not react this time. Which is great. But we need to do Oris's event. It's a trap. Skull, he'll suffer an automatic damage. Man, I'm getting sick of these automatic damages. Hey, no automatic damage. Finally, a break. Okay, now we're going to the Cockatrix's activation. And this is where I'm hoping the destroyed wings will help. And it does. It helps. So she does not activate her wings. So instead, she just does a melee 2. And it's going to have to be on Oris because... Oh, and he now loses his entangled, which is cool. She instead just does a melee 2 with a push 1. So she's going to shove, and it's not an area attack or anything like that. So she's going to attack him and push him back 1. And she attacks with a gray and a white as part of her standard attack when she can't do her activation cards. So we'll do that. She's got 1 orange hit on Oris, so he is back up to 4 hit points against him. So he's at half health. Okay, alert tracker goes up. We're up to orange. We'll reset all the cards here. And we're almost on our 7th round here. Or it will be our 7th round, I think. I'm thinking I'm going to try to do... And I wish I could move Oris. Maybe I'll have Mandar attack. He's still pretty good on health. I think I'm just going to have... Or, I'm sorry, Mech. Yeah, let's go in with Mech. Standard attack on then he has 2 hit and runs. No, we're going to just do a straight up attack brutality from behind. So that's 2 gray, 2 white against 2 gray. Oh, and Mech's badass, of course. Or for his enchant. Let's hope for a good hit here. Oh, that is awful. Oh, wait, no. That is the enchant, though. So we did get 1 red hit. We also had piercing, which lets us reduce 1. And we had brutality, which lets us crank 1 up. So we have an orange hit. So I'm going to add that to her beak. Her beak has 2 hit points against it now. It has 10 orange health total. And this gives us a free red hit, which I'm going to put on her character sheet itself. She's down to 4 hit points left. Or no, 5? 6, 7, 8. No, yeah, she's down to 4. Can't count. Can't count, man. She will get a reaction, though. A strategic retreat, which means, again, she can't use it. I swear I shuffled these cards. I shuffled them like 8 times. Okay, but she can't use her wings. So instead, she does nothing. I'm assuming she would at least turn, though, right? Wouldn't that make sense that she would turn? I mean, to me, that makes sense. At the very minimum, she would turn, but it doesn't say to do that in the rule book. It just says to draw cards. Weirds me out a little, man. It's different. I'm not sure. I'm gonna at least turn her though. Like that gives her something to do. And then we got to do max event. Excuse me. Alert level -1 if no heroes are in line of sight of an enemy. Well, they definitely are. A very big one. So alert level stays where it's at. Should we have Oris do his attacks? Since she cannot react now, he could. That could be worth doing. I'm gonna say yeah. Let's have him do one regular combat, and then we'll have him do his charge. I think that'll be worth doing. So we'll start with his standard combat. Ooh, darn it. We can re-roll. We have an accuracy, though. We can re-roll this one. Darn it, nothing. Okay, that's a bummer. I was hoping for, whatever. Okay, now he can do his charge, though. He's going to be like, rah! Over there. Now, same thing again. Even worse. Well, no, he's got a reroll, though. So he could reroll this and hope for a red. Nope, even worse. So Oris gets nothing. But he gets to grant another character an action card and a activation. So let's just have that be mech, because mech can hit the hardest. So we're going to go back to our 2 gray, 2 white attack and a badass die against 2 gray. We don't get piercing because we're not attacking from the rear arc. But we've got a potential for more damage. Wow, 3 orange. 3 more orange. That is incredible. Okay. So the beak is now at half health. We might be able to just kill the beak. And that is almost enough to kill her. Oh, that was good. That was really good. So Mech is over here just stabbing. Maybe I should move the camera. It's so hard to see where Mech is, though. He's standing on a barrel back there. Look at that guy. Okay. We'll just leave it here. We got to do Oris's event. Nothing happens. 2 people went. We got to do our next one. Do we have Mandar? Man. Mandar just can't hit that hard yet. I really need him to have more abilities. Maybe I'll replace the skull with the screaming bagpipes. We could have him do his attack plus brutality. You know what I should have had Oris do? Instead of just charging here. Oh, he has to charge a straight line, though. I was going to say, go here, get a chicken, come back, but no. Okay, we'll have Mandar attack with a brutality. White and a gray against 2 gray. And hope for the shift up. Terrible. Even if we shift 1 up, it doesn't matter. We get nothing. And the Cockatrix will get a reaction to that. Wild Run. Oh, no. Movement 6. In a straight line. All heroes move through suffer 2 automatic damage and disoriented. And I think he's going towards the person that hit him. He moves what? 6? Oh. He's pissed. So 1, 2, 3. It's right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wow. That's 2 automatic damage for Mandar. He's up to 4 damage total. 2 more for Oris. Oris is down to just 2 body points left. But I think this next round, I'm going to have him run around and grab some chickens instead of actually attacking. That might be what we have to do. That sucked. Then they all get disoriented. Or Mandar and Oris get disoriented. Actually, Mandar's immune to disoriented. He's immune to alterations. So I don't have to worry about him. But Oris is definitely not immune to alterations. So he's going to get a alteration token. There are so many tokens. I hate how many tokens there are. That is disoriented. And basically what that means is on Oris's next activation, he's going to roll a badass die, and if he rolls a skull, he loses whatever action he was going to do, and then the token's removed. So he's basically he has a chance to lose an action next. That sucked. Okay, that was her reaction to Mandar's attack, and now Thala's close. Probably somewhere she doesn't want to be. I'm thinking we use a hit and run to get further away, and then a standard combat after that, and then hopefully between the hit and run and the standard combat, which are both combos, if we deal damage on both of those, she'll get another third free attack. So let's try that. So we're going to have Thala do her hit and run, which, as a reminder, that's her move 4 and attack. No brutality, though, but that's okay. So she's going to back up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then once she moves the 4, she can attack. So it's a black and a white versus the 2 gray. And I'm just hoping to land some damage here. She's got a really good crossbow. That's 1 orange hit. Okay, that's cool. We'll put that on the beak. The beak only has 4 body points left. Now she's gonna do her. She's just gonna do a standard combat across there. But she did deal a damage though, so if we deal damage on this next one, we'll get another free attack after that for combos. Here we go. Oh yeah, the red's definitely going through. That is getting canceled. I think we're going to put the red on the boss. Yeah, let's put the red on the boss. Boss only has 3 body points left. And now we get a combo attack. A free combo. Costs no badass points, costs no actions. Oh, man. Bummer. All canceled out. Okay, well, there was another chance. We just didn't get it. Did I do Mandar's event? Did I do any of their events? Who went this round first? Oh, that was Thala anyway. Her event is nothing. Oris went. Thala went. Mandar went. Did Mech not go? Mech still needs to go. Yeah. I believe so. Because Mandar went first, and then he charged through them. And that's how Oris got his affliction. Oris slid over one. That's how he got his charge. And then Thala just went, okay, yep, it's just Mech left. And he's no longer whatever he was. He can move 7 and then attack. Eat a chicken? Or should I give it to Oris? He can eat one this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll get rid of the chicken. That restores 1 body point for Mech. And we'll have him do his attack. 2 gray, 2 white versus 2 gray. And max badass point. Shall we spend a badass point to make this a brutality? Would that be worth doing? Oh, decisions, man. What do we get for killing this Cockatrix? We get 6 badass points for killing him. You know what? I'm going to do it. Let's spend a badass point. We're down to 7. Screw it. We're going for it. I want to kill this thing. Oof. Well, not very good, honestly. We could shift this up, though. That gives us our brutality. So there's another body point of damage on the Cockatrix. So it now has 6, 10. Cockatrix only has 2 body points left. Oh, wait. Didn't he get a reaction after Thala? Yeah, he was supposed to get a reaction after Thala. He would gain toughness. Okay. Which lets him shift a die up, though. Oh, that's going to block our attack. So, okay. So we got to take 1 back off of the main body again. Back down to 9. Shoot. Yeah, I forgot the reaction card after Thala's move. Darn it. Darn it. So she's got toughness. Yeah, I canceled that out. Now we got to do Mech's event. Well, that was not worth the badass point, was it? Mech can restore a skill card. I'm not sure what good that's doing us at this point. He'd have to spend 2 more badass points to do another attack. Would that be worth doing? That would be interesting. No, you know what? We're not going to do it. We're fine. As far as our body points and stuff are, we're totally fine. It is the Cockatrix's activation, though. And I just got to shuffle the events. Okay, Cockatrix. Cockatrix activation. Ooh, the explosion. That is something we haven't seen before. That's the tail. Oh no, mech's going to get hit. Okay, melee 2 in the rear arc with a black die. And range +1 because one of her skill cards is destroyed. Her activation cards is destroyed. The wings. So that's going to be melee 2, melee 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Melee 3 then. Behind her with her tail. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Oris is safe. He's not going to get hit. Mech is going to get hit, though, with a black die. So let's see what happens. I suppose he gets to defend, though, doesn't he? Yeah, he still gets to defend. Oof, that's what I was hoping wouldn't happen. Okay, he takes 2 more. He's up to 4 damage. He's okay, though. So that's interesting. That's her tail lash. Wow. Okay. Back to the action. Event deck is reshuffled. Oh, that was at the end of her activation. Alert level needs to go up. There we go. We're up to 7. Who do we want to go first? Because she's going to react to whoever goes first. I'm thinking Thala has the best chance. Because again, I want to try and do the combinations with her. So it's a black and a white against the 2 gray. And we could potentially attack and maybe do 3 attacks. First attack. There's the red. That's what I wanted to see. So we're going to put that on her sheet. I think. She was at 9. She's now at 10. So she only has 2 body points left. And that was the hit and run. So Thala had to move first before she did her attack. Another attack, though. Just a standard combat. Oh, we're getting so close. I can smell defeat. Another red hit. And an orange. Oh, that's sweet. Okay, she only has 1 body point left. And now Thala, because she's done damage twice, gets a 3rd attack. Right? Combat, hit and run. Yes. Okay. So she's going to get this 3rd attack. This could be the killer right here. So Thala, back here, taking careful aim. Sights right down the bow. Stares right at the Cockatrix's eyeball. And takes a shot. Boom. Oh, we didn't get it, though. We did get 2 orange on her beak, though, which puts it up to 8. So we're getting there. This is the first activation. Oh, after the first attack, I should have did a reaction. Oh, toughness. No. That might have screwed things up a little bit. I'll take 1 off of her. Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered. I still would have blocked everything. Because there are no red oranges on here. Yeah, so it still would have got through regardless. I'm going to take 1 body point of give her back 1 body point on her beak, though. So it's only at 7. Okay. Dang it. Now she's got that toughness for the rest of this round. Let's do Thala's event. That sucks. Unnamed enemy in Mandar's line of sight suffers polymorph. There are none. That goes on her activation card. Dang it. Should we have Mech go next, since the Cockatrix now can't react? Probably the best move, because he's behind her. So he's standing right behind her. The Cockatrix already reacted, which was to gain... oh no, that's wings. The shell is from her wings, so she doesn't gain it. Let me put this back on the screen so you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, this is related to her using her wings to, I see at the bottom, to shield herself, but we destroyed her wings, so she doesn't get that. She gets nothing. Okay, wow, I'm all over the place. Okay, so Mech's going to do his... Should we do we'll do 2 standard attacks. We'll do a regular combat and then a hit and run. And then maybe we can get another combo hit and run to kill her. This might kill her. I think Mech might get her. Because he hits really hard. And she's just not going to be able to defend this, I don't think. So, standard attack. Incoming from mech. He's behind her. He gets piercing. Really? Really? Nothing? Okay. Wow. We can reduce this, but the rest does nothing. Dude! Come on. Alright. We're not going to get the combo now. But we can still do the hit and run. So you can still... I think I want to save that chicken for Oris. You can move over here. Stab her that way. Really? Nothing. Oh, he did get piercing, though. So again, we could reduce one of these, but that doesn't really give us anything. We still don't have enough. Man, we didn't get anything from mech. Alright, well that sucked. We'll do his event. Here we go. End of the hero phase. 2 actions only cost 1. Now we're talking. Mandar really can't move. Let's try to activate Oris, and maybe we can get rid of this stupid thing on him. So he's going to do a standard move. We need to roll a badass die to see if we get a skull, we lose the action. Otherwise, we're fine. But either way, this token goes away. We're not disoriented anymore. Cool. Cool. So we get the move. That's awesome. Okay. So he's not disoriented anymore. And we can do... Well, I said I was going to do a move. I should have just said charge. Too late. I screwed myself over there. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to eat that chicken. Restore a body point. And then we'll do a standard combat. Problem is, after this one, this thing is going to react, and we're all standing around her. Oh, no. I didn't think this one through. We're all way too close to her. Maybe I should have moved Mandar first. He would have taken the damage from the danger zone, though. So either way. All right, Oris. Nothing but trash. But we can reroll this guy and hope for a red. Yes! We got the red on the accuracy. Okay, she's... I think she's dead. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. Boom, that's 12 on her character sheet. The Cockatrix. The Cockatrix has died to Oris. Cool. Okay, what do we get? We get 6 badass points. We're at 7. That puts us up to 13. Excellent. Wow, what a fight. And we get a loot. We do get a loot. So Oris will grab a potion of You So Quick. Movement +4. Awesome. Not particularly useful, but there we go. Yeah, so that's it for her. She gone. That's it, man. We can continue on here. We can basically smash up a bunch of furniture and maybe attack some additional peasants and stuff just for some additional resources. We actually gain loot cards in this one for each furniture that we smash. Or no, excuse me. The special rules in this one are for each furniture we smash, we roll a badass die, and if it's a skull, then we get a loot card that we can use in non-rec-up status. So we can potentially just get a bunch of loot. So I think we're going to do that on our way out. So I think I'm going to just stop the camera there. I don't think I'm going to go through any of the rest of these rooms. I certainly can. Maybe I will off camera, but once the boss is dead, it's kind of anticlimactic at that point. So I think I'm going to just go through, do the loots and stuff all off camera, and then I'll let you know next time what I ended up going through and getting. All right. All right. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching me battle the first boss of the game. That was a lot of fun for me. Afterwards, after I cut the camera, I did walk through and smash up a bunch of the furniture, and I basically maxed out the carrying capacity of all the characters. I could have just done some crafting right away and burned up those resources and got even more stuff, but I just opted not to do that. I was running out of time, and I'd been playing for a couple hours at that point. So All their bags are maxed out. I will do some more upgrades, and I'll let you know what the upgrades are as we start Chapter 3, Quest 1, and work our way towards the final boss of the core quest book. So, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.